Hello and welcome back to our updates for the Vallow Daybell case. Here's everything you need to know for June 24th. Last evening, a glitch happened with the Vine ID app that sent out a text message alerting people that Lori Vallow had been released from prison. Naturally, this caused a huge uproar, but thankfully within minutes, Nate Eaton had cleared it all up for us and identified that there was nothing but a computer glitch and Lori Vallow was still safely behind bars. Thanks for the quick work on that one, Nate. Next up, the Dateline episode aired Monday night featuring Melanie Gibb. There wasn't a whole lot of new information in this. It's definitely worth a watch, and I could listen to Keith Morrison talk for hours. Melanie did say one thing in this interview that really struck me as possibly even incriminating. Melanie and Keith were discussing Charles Vallow's death, that Chad and Lori had both spoken about Charles being a zombie, and Melanie was explaining what she thought might happen. What she said was, "I thought that they would just say a prayer over him, and the spirit would leave the body, and he'd just die. But about the shooting, I didn't see that coming." I thought that was a very interesting statement. The other thing in the episode that struck me as new and enlightening was an appearance by David Warwick. David Warwick was introduced as Melanie's friend, but he is actually her boyfriend, possibly fiancé, or by now her husband. We don't know that for sure yet, but we're going to find out. David Warwick was discussing the morning of September 23rd, when they woke up and inquired as to where JJ was. David said that Lori told him this story about JJ climbing on the cabinets and climbing up to the space between where the cabinets meet the ceiling. David said that he looked around and he didn't see any evidence of this. There was no damage, not even a scuff mark. So he said to Lori that he wanted to see JJ. But Lori said that Alex had taken him. They cut away from David's appearance without asking any further questions about that. A little background on David Warwick. He was known to the Preparing a People group. He had done extensive podcasts and had been a speaker at some of their engagements and his dreams and visions on the Avow website. Very interesting stuff. Next up, 12 News had an interview with JJ's teachers from Lawrence Institute for Education in Gilbert. His teachers say that Lori and Charles were great parents. There were no red flags at all. Lori would drop him off at school every day, and Charles would do anything for his son. They let us know that JJ wasn't told about Charles's death until his last day of school in August 2019. They say that JJ was aware that Charles had passed away, but he was in denial. He showed up to school that day angry, saying, "My dad's not dead. My dad's not in heaven. He's just traveling. He's not in heaven." Lori told them that Charles had committed suicide, and they discovered that was a lie by looking up the news on the internet. Lori also lied to them when she said that she was moving to California to take a new job, but she was really going to Rexburg at that time. The teachers are heartbroken. And lastly for you today, a satellite photo taken of Chad Daybell's property on September 9th has been released by KSL News Radio. In the image, you can see a darkened area of what appears to be disturbed earth, and this photo was taken shortly after Alex Cox is known to have left the property. What does this image show us? It's not very clear. It is a satellite imagery with not the highest resolution, but it does appear to show some disturbed earth. Now, it could be said that that's possibly the fire pit, but a very eagle-eyed Reddit user named Paul Austin18 has put up a photo comparison of the property showing where the fire pit would be in relation to this image and where the pet cemetery is. So it looks to me as though this is indeed a disturbed patch of earth where Tylee's remains were found. So take a look at that. There are links to all of that in the description so you can compare the videos for yourself. All right, and that's all the news that we have today. Links for everything mentioned in today's episode will be found in the description. You can watch the Dateline episode if you missed it on the Dateline NBC website. The 12 News interview is linked below, as well as the satellite photo from KSL News and the Reddit board, so you can go check out that comparison there. Thank you for watching. If any news breaks, I will come to you live as soon as that happens, so please hit the notification bell so you won't miss it. Until then, stay safe out there, take care, and I will talk to you soon.